Welcome back to Every Constituency, my mission to visit every one of the UK's 650 parliamentary constituencies. With one down and 649 to go, I decided for this video to let AI randomly decide where I'd go. And here's the result. Clacton. It's by the sea, it's got a pier. I'm sure there's something else it's known for politically though. Nothing contentious, I hope. Let's take a closer look at this unique slice of England. Clacton sits in the tendering district of Essex, stretching along the North Sea coastline with a mix of coastal towns and rural villages. From the wild cliffs of Walton-on-the-Naze to the roughness of Jaywick, it's a place of contrasts, holiday nostalgia alongside deprivation. In the 2024 general election, Reform UK's Nigel Farage shook things up, winning the seat with a historic 45% swing. But more of that later. We'll start at Naze Tower, an 18th century landmark perched on crumbling cliffs above the North Sea. Stunning views stretch out across the sea, and there's a World War II pillbox and Harwich in the distance. The Naze is wild and fossil rich, but coastal erosion's eating it away, and locals are fighting to save it. It's a peaceful escape though, a stark contrast to some of the bustle we'll hit later. Next we're in Walton-on-the-Naze, a quiet resort with a rugged charm. All Saints Church blends nautical themes with history, while the railway station is literally at the end of the line and connects it to London. The beach huts add colour, though Walton Pier, like many attractions around here, is currently closed for the winter. Just along the coast is Frinton-on-Sea, Clacton's posh neighbour, and for its genteel beach vibe, these pastel beach huts can go for up to £45,000 a piece. It's certainly a world apart from some of the constituency's rougher edges. Property prices here can reach £800,000, a stark contrast to Jaywick's £100,000 average. So on to Clacton's bustling heart, its eponymous town, Clacton-on-Sea, boasting a pier, sea views and a slightly faded grandeur. With a population of about 55,000 and nearly 30% of those being over 65, it's got a slower traditional pace than many seaside resorts, and economic activity is over 50%, one of the highest in England and Wales. Looking round, I did also wonder if it held the world record for memorial benches. Let's pause for some numbers. As we've said, Clacton's population is ageing, with many over 65, and 95% of the overall constituency is white British. Economic challenges are stark, 51% are economically inactive, and wages are roughly 100% below the average for this part of the country. So on to Jaywick, a small coastal village with a tough reputation, but also some sandy beaches. Originally holiday chalets from the 1920s, it's now a permanent community which faces significant challenges. Often called England's most deprived neighbourhood, with 57% of residents unemployed or on low incomes, and a near 50% unemployment rate. But the beach is a highlight even in winter. Previous MP Douglas Carswell was a Conservative until he joined the UK Independence Party and then became independent himself after leaving the party. Finally, in 2024, after several previous tries, Nigel Farage finally became a Member of Parliament representing Clacton. It's not all seaside here as we go inland to Thorpe-le-Soken, a sleepy village with thatched cottages and a slower pace of life. There's a mix of commuters and retirees here, and it's part of the constituency's rural backbone. And a quick shout out to the White Hart pub and its Green Cow Burger Shack for a nice little lunch. So Clacton's a snapshot of coastal England, with ageing demographics, high deprivation and a strong rural farming presence. The 2024 Reform UK win marked a bit of a political shift, fueled by economic and social frustrations, but whether investment and opportunity come to this corner of Essex remains to be seen. So from the wild Naze to Frinton's calm and Clacton's extremes, Reform's victory certainly put it on the map, but its future hinges on its unique character. So that's Clacton, raw, proud and never dull. And off to the next constituency, which will again be chosen at random, so I'll see you there. And for a little bonus fact, Clacton is home to the Clacton VOR, an aerial navigation beacon guiding flights from London to Northern Europe and beyond, plus many overflying aircraft. It puts Clacton on the map in its own unique way.